Hi everyone, this is your astrologer, the Soul Goddess. I am giving a prediction based on the United States and President Trump, and this is for the period December 2024 and January 2025. As we enter January 2025, both Vedic and Lunar astrology highlight significant celestial movements that may influence the United States and its leadership. Planetary transits and their implications. Mars retrograde in Cancer until February 23rd, 2025. Mars, the planet of action and energy, continues its retrograde motion in Cancer, a sign associated with home and domestic affairs. This alignment suggests a period where national focus may turn inward, emphasizing domestic policies and internal matters. The retrograde motion advises caution in decision making, as actions taken during this time may require reassessment. Now, Venus in Pisces, January the 2nd to February the 4th, 2025. Venus, representing harmony and relationships, transits Pisces, a sign where it is exalted, enhancing its positive qualities. Now, this period fosters compassion, creativity, and a collective inclination towards unity. The nation may experience a heightened sense of empathy, potentially leading to intuitives that promotes social welfare and artistic expression. Now, with the full moon in Cancer, that's from January the 13th to 2025, the full moon in Cancer underscores themes of security, family, and national identity. This lunation may bring to light issues related to public sentiment and homeland matters, promoting discussions aimed at strengthening the nation's foundational values. The new moon in Aquarius, which begins from January 29th to 2025, the new moon in Aquarius encourages innovation and forward thinking. This phase may inspire new policies or technological advancement, reflecting the nation's pursuits of progress and adaptation to future challenges. Now, the implication for the United States and its leadership. Now, the astrological landscape of January 2025 suggests a month of introspection and recalibration for the United States. And the Mars retrograde in Cancer indicates that the new president may prioritize domestic issues, focusing on unifying the country and addressing internal challenges. The influence of Venus in Pisces supports diplomatic efforts and the promotion of social harmony, which could be beneficial in fostering national unity. However, the retrograde motion of Mars advises the leadership to proceed with caution, avoiding impulsive decisions that may require revision. The full moon in Cancer may bring public concerns to the forefront, necessitating responsive and empathetic governance. The new moon in Aquarius towards the end of the month offers an opportunity to introduce innovative ideas and reforms that align with the nation's future aspirations. Now, the second astrological insights, this is with Mars retrograde in Cancer until February 23rd, 2025. Mars retrograde in Cancer highlights domestic instability, with potential delays in policies and challenges in resolving internal conflicts. Economic and employment sectors may experience slowed progress as leadership prioritizes fixing systematic issues. And Saturn in Aquarius now suggests a focus on restructuring and disciplined approaches to long-term problems. While progress may be slow, this transit promotes gradual improvements, especially in employment and infrastructure. Now, the full moon, which begins from January 13th, 2025, amplifies emotions surrounding national identity and security. Public concerns over livelihood, migration, policies, and economic equity may dominate discussions. Now, with the new moon in Aquarius, that is on the January 29, 2025, it encourages innovation and forward-thinking policies. However, initial steps might face resistance, requiring careful execution to build public trust. Now, the economic predictions for January will begin with cautious optimism in economic circles. Mars retrograde suggests delays in implementing bold fiscal policies, while Saturn promotes conservative budgeting. Sorry about that. Inflation and spending. So, inflation may persist, affecting citizens' purchasing power, especially for lower income groups. Now, employment, job growth could stall temporarily as businesses assess the new administration's policies. However, sectors tied to technology and sustainability may see minor growth. Migration and livelihood. Let's look at migration policies. Now, Trump's administration may introduce strict immigration policies with Mars in Cancer, reflecting protective and restrictive measures. This could spark debates and protests from immigrant communities. Citizens' livelihood. Let's look at that. Rising inflation and employment challenges may create economic strain for middle class and low income families. Increased focus on domestic security might divert attention from welfare programs, adding pressure to vulnerable populations. Now, these are some of President Trump's blunders. One, his policy missteps. His attempts to rapidly enforce immigration restrictions may face legal and public backlash, creating confusion and logistical issues at borders. Secondly, communication errors. Impulsive and inflammatory remarks during press conferences or social media posts could alienate key allies and intensify political divides. Thirdly, cabinet challenges. Delays in appointing qualified leaders to key positions might hinder effective governance, drawing criticism. Unrest and inauguration concerns, and this is one of my concerns that I've been seeing for a while. There will be some form of unrest. So, leading up to the inauguration, the Mars retrograde indicates heightened emotional tensions. Protests fueled by ideological divisions and dissatisfaction with election outcomes may escalate. However, these events are unlikely to disrupt the inauguration itself significantly. National security threats. Saturn in Aquarius often signals an underlying focus on structural security, but the Mars retrograde highlights vulnerabilities. Cybersecurity threats or minor domestic terrorism incidents could arise, requiring heightened vigilance. So, the summary for January 2025 with regards to the economy: conservative growth with challenges in inflation and job creation. Secondly, employment, modest progress in select sectors but overall stagnation. Thirdly, migration, restrictive policies, and public resistance. Fourth, citizens' livelihood, rising financial strain for lower income groups. The blunders, miscommunication, hasty policies, and delays in governance. Unrest, protests likely but manageable. National security, minor threats, especially cyber-related threats, may emerge. Astrological insights suggest that January 2025 may see some layoffs, particularly in industries facing economic strain or restructuring under new policies. Mars in retrograde signals delays and disruptions, often leading to defensive measures in business, including cost-cutting. Companies may hesitate to expand or retain excess workforce until there's clarity on new economic policies. With regards to Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn governs structure and discipline, and its presence in Aquarius highlights long-term industry shifts. Companies may focus on automation, technology, and efficiency, which could lead to layoffs in roles considered redundant or outdated. Venus in Pisces, that's January the 2nd to February the 4th, 2025. This alignment fosters creativity and innovation. So industries tied to technology and the arts might expand, but traditional industries like manufacturing could face layoffs. Sectors likely to be affected: technology, retail and services, finance and banking. Industries with stability or growth, sustainability and green energy. These sectors may remain stable or grow as government incentives encourage innovation. Healthcare, demand for healthcare workers may continue to rise, especially as the focus shifts to infrastructure and public health. So let's wrap this up. Layoffs in January 2025 are likely in sectors undergoing restructuring or grappling with inflationary pressures. However, industries aligned with innovation, sustainability, and healthcare may provide stability and opportunities for job growth. So the industry is likely to face a layoff, as I said before. Technology, the reasons: overhiring during earlier growth phases, as well as retail and e-commerce, finance and banking, as well as media and entertainment. The reasons meaning declining traditional advertising revenues, consolidation of streaming platforms, use of AI in content creation, reducing demand for certain creative roles, affected roles: writers, editors, production assistants, and marketing staff. And with regards to real estate and construction, a potential housing market slowdown due to higher mortgage rates, delays or cancellation of large-scale projects because of funding issues. Affected roles: construction workers, site managers, and administrative staff will be affected. Under manufacturing, the reasons for the cut: increased automation in factories, global supply chain disruption causing companies to downsize or relocate. The affected roles would be assembly line workers and quality control staff, as well as healthcare. Aging population and increased demand for services will keep this sector robust. Green energy and sustainability, government incentives, and global demand for renewable energy projects will drive growth. Technology, specialized sectors: AI, cybersecurity, and cloud computing will continue to expand despite layoffs in traditional roles. So the period leading up to the inauguration in January 2025 involved a mix of heightened tension and potential disruptions, polarization, and unrest. Astrological indicators: Mars retrograde in Cancer, ending February 23rd, 2025, can fuel heightened emotions, defensiveness, as well as psychophobia. So I would like to wrap up now with regards to these astrological predictions. Basically, what I've said with regards to the employment sector, I hope this would be a heads up to those who are in those sectors. Maybe they can start working on in other areas where they would have some form of sustainability. So do look forward to my next reading, which would be for with regards to United States. That will be in February, and my other reading would be for the UK, France, Europe, and possibly some of the countries in the Caribbean. Thank you for your time.